Welcome back to the show. This is still Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. My name is Booms, your favorite 007. And I still have with me the beautiful Afia Elijah Uime in the building. We hoped that you enjoyed that break. We hoped that it bubbled you. Well, we're moving on to gooder stories, better stories, stories that a lot of us have been looking forward to. It shocked us, right? But we're not expecting it. A lot of people that had the old jackpot syndrome, looking for greener pastures and all. This story is particularly for us and the people that are still thinking about it, right? The Home Office of the United Kingdom on Monday, January 1st, announced that it had started implementing its policy banning Nigerian students and other overseas students from bringing their dependents via the study visa route. This was disclosed in a post on X, formerly Twitter. The Home Office, however, stated that only those on postgraduate research or government-sponsored scholarship students will be exempted from the development. So that's the information that is on ground now. Because they announced in May that they were going to be implementing it, but now they have started doing it. So from January 1st, if you are going to the UK to study, you cannot go with your dependent, you cannot go with your family members, except if they are also going there for study or they have their own visa for work permit and things like that. So that's the recent development. And I must say that we dragged ourselves to this point, right? We Nigerians, we overdo some kind of things. Like,
sure, I agree.
When it comes to some certain things, we overdo and we don't know how to keep our mouth shut.
Sure.
These points that we have gotten to, fellow Nigerians like us were the ones that dragged it to this point. Granting unnecessary interviews, coming out to social media to rant about, like, you left your country, right? Because your country was not good enough. Only for you to now go to another man's country that accommodated you. And for every time you are setting up a ring light or you are carrying your phone, you are walking and saying, oh, the code here is too much, the bills here are too much, the yada yada, like you're just doing yappa, 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 running your mouth.
Have you noticed that people who migrate, like
Yeah.
people who jackpot, people who leave Nigeria to another country,
Yeah.
they become content creators.
Immediately,
For no reason.
bam, snowfall.
And you ask
bring out
yourself,
phone.
like, is it necessary? The fact, okay, now I think this development, right? I would say that in a way it's good, and another way, it will cause a lot of, how will I put it? To cause a lot of fall in there, because a lot of people will not be able to, when it comes to the education system, because these people, whether they like it or not, they are making money from we Nigerians.
They really are.
Because we are spending our money over there.
Yeah.
You get, and school fees there is not it's not a child's play.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap at all. Now, the thing is, I would blame Nigerians for this, because very well, we've had cases where people would sell their properties and different things to go over there, and when they get there, they don't even have a place to lay their heads. They don't have anywhere to stay, and you see a lot of them on the road, sleeping under the bridge.
No proper planning.
No proper planning and all of that. And you're going to another man's land to be doing all of those things, and these people are like, no. And if you notice, in the UK, the place is becoming so
populated with Nigerians
that people now sleep on the road. Look at Canada. Canada is like, how will I put it? It's like, what's that word? It's like, I don't know the word to use, but you know that these people are not making proper plans to travel. And another thing is, people taking their family and their dependents over there. Some of these dependents, they don't have anything to do. They just come, they follow these people over there. They just come, they sit in the house, and before you know it, they now start engaging themselves in one or two things. And that's why we have Nigerians committing higher crime rates and all of that. You hear in the news that a Nigerian was this, a Nigerian was that. But if that dependent had something engaging to do over there, I don't think you would hear any stories of someone being caught in a criminal activities and all of that. So for the fact that you're bringing someone that has nothing to do, the person does not have a handwork, the person is not working, the person is not going to school. So what's the person actually following you? What's the person coming to do?
I feel like this issue got more ground when a particular Nigerian who owned a YouTube page
Yeah.
was granting interviews about how Nigerians come over there with the intention to, after study, run
stay.
away and stay. Like, they don't even need to have like the complete papers to be in the country, and that's why they come with their families. So these people thought about it that, okay, if your family is not here with you, you wouldn't want to stay because you need to be with your family.
Yes,
So
you want to
hence they decided to stop people from bringing in their dependents, so that you have a reason to go back to your country after your study. And I will still say our mouth got us to excuse me. Yeah, it got us to where we are now, and we need to stop talking too much. Nigerians, let us stop talking too much. I still seen another one this morning, like, now where they are saying that if you don't have husband from Nigeria, you cannot come to the UK to come and look for husband because you will not say, like, stop all these things. Stop painting. You are leaving. You left your country because you felt like your country was not good enough, and you moved to another country. Yes, you are still complaining. There is no place is good. No place is the best. Every place has their fault.
Sure.
Where is working for you? Stick there, do your thing, and keep your mouth shut. Like, it will not
all of
kill
a sudden
you.
they'll just travel, and all of a sudden they are now content creators. They'll be telling you, don't do this. If you don't have this certain skills. Look, I get it that you're trying to inform people, you're trying to inform the public, but nobody asked for your opinion. This place is too cold though. Like,
they'll be fine. So in another relatable story, so a Nigerian man has shared how fellow Nigerian negatively impacted chances of renting houses in the UK. So this man says that he took to social media to recount how a Nigerian tenant in the UK spoils the chances of others renting a house from a very understanding landlord. In his post, the Nigerian man pointed out that the landlord always rented his house without making his tenants go through an agent. He said that the Nigerian, however, owed so much money and then absconded without paying. Now the landlord has hired an agent to rent out the apartment, which will raise the overall cost for prospective tenants due to the added agent fees.
See, that's what I was talking about.
Now we do
ourselves.
We are
the ones
in
using
this
our
country.
hands to do ourselves.
Like,
because I had a friend who traveled overseas, I think UK or something.
Yeah.
And she said that she wanted to rent an apartment, and the landlord told her that, sorry,
we don't rent out to Nigerians.
You get? And when she asked, she was like, that what happened? The landlord now had to like narrate his ordeal with a particular Nigerian. Why is it always Nigeria? And tomorrow we'll say that these people are always painting us in a bad light. No, they are not. It's what you're doing. It's what you're portraying that these people are using against you. Do you get? So it's quite sad that it has gotten to the point whereby people, because that's why we have racism. We have a lot of racists over there. You travel abroad and people are looking at you some type of way and all of that. It's because
even we said we are not doing anything to help ourselves.
Like, we are not doing anything to help
the kind
ourselves.
of things we do in Nigeria that we get away with. We go to countries where we know that their rules and regulations are very strict. This affected us in Dubai too, like in 2022, 2023, whereby they started putting a ban on Nigerians coming to Dubai, because when we carried ourselves to Dubai, either you went for holiday or you went to stay there, and then you are misbehaving. You're just cutting short opportunities for people that have better things to come and do in these countries. Things that are people that have dreams of going. I want to go and build my career. I want to go and. You are just cutting short.
Honestly,
it makes no sense. Let us do better this year. This is year 2024. If you're going outside the country, follow their rules and regulations. Act by their laws and all.
And go and do what you went there to do. Don't. That's why they can easily place a ban on Nigeria, because they know that we in Nigeria we don't have rules and regulations, because even our country gone say we they follow rules, we they follow this thing. So that's why now that's why when people travel out, they feel like they can just do anything and get away with it.
And it does not work like that though.
Does not work like that.
They will fling you back to your country. But anyways, we hope that you have understood these things. We hope that by 2024 a lot of things will change. Nigerians, we're big people. Like, we have the brain, we have the intelligence, we are smart and all. Let us begin to put it to work. Let us begin to do as we are supposed to do, right? So this is where we draw the curtain today. But thanks for watching. As always, do join the conversation on social media with the hashtag #TeaTime. And remember, you can catch up on all our previous episodes, including this very one, and all of our exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also watch Tea Time on RTTV and in London on Ben Television. and DSTV channel 408. A very big thank you to my co-anchor. Thank you, Uime, for holding us down.
You're welcome.
Thank you for looking beautiful as always. And of course, to the entire production team, thank you guys for holding us down. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Kaya Day. And thank you for people in the MCR. Thank you also, our viewers at home. Thank you. You guys are the best of the best. Thank you for sticking to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. Thank you for watching Plus TV Africa. My name is Booms, your favorite 007. Have an amazing and fantastic day.